All right, let's just jump right in. You know, for so many of us, the IELTS writing task too, it's just the most terrifying part of the whole test, right? You sit down, you see that prompt, the clock starts ticking, and boom, the pressure is on. It's a huge moment, and feeling that anxiety, totally normal. But what if I told you there's a system, a real strategy, that can turn all that panic into a seriously high-scoring essay?
So, the biggest hurdle is just staring at that blank page, isn't it? Most people take a kind of unstructured approach. They read the question and then they just start writing, basically hoping for the best. This whole write, think, panic thing is the exact problem we're going to solve today with a clear step by step strategy.
So let me ask you straight up, what do you think is the single biggest mistake people make? It's something pretty much everyone is tempted to do when they're under pressure, and it's the number one reason for getting a lower score.
Yep, there it is. The number one mistake is jumping straight into writing. I mean, we've all felt it. That panic, that frantic need to just get words on the page. But that rush, that's exactly where essays completely fall apart. It's what leads to those rambling, all over the place ideas, a structure that makes no sense, and a score that honestly just doesn't show what you can really do in English.
You know, this is something a student who was stuck at a band 6.5 actually said, and it just nails this flawed way of thinking. This idea that planning is a waste of time. That's the biggest myth we need to bust right now. Because in reality, planning is what actually saves you time.
And here's exactly why it's so important. A full quarter of your writing score, that's 25%, comes from one single category: coherence and cohesion. That's just the official way of saying how logical and organized your essay is, how easy it is to follow. There's just no way you can get a high score here without a solid plan. It's as simple as that.
And that brings us to stage one of our system. Forget about writing frantically. Your first 10 minutes, they're for creating a blueprint. Think about it. An architect would never build a house without a detailed plan, right? Well, you shouldn't write an essay without one either. This is where you actually win the battle before it even starts. So here's the whole strategy in a nutshell. It's a super simple three-stage process that turns chaos into control. First up, we've got the blueprint. That's all about thinking and planning. Second is the build. That's where you do the actual writing based on your awesome plan. And third, the polish, where you check your work. Let's dig into stage one, the blueprint. Okay, the first couple minutes of your planning time should be spent just breaking down the question. Take a look at this example about sleep. The general topic, sleep. Easy enough. But the specific topic is comparing sleep habits now versus in the past. And here's the crucial part. It asks for two different things, the causes and the effects. Your plan has to hit both of those points.
Now, this next idea is a massive mindset shift, so listen up. When you're brainstorming, a lot of people think they need to come up with these incredibly deep, complex ideas. But you don't get extra points for that. The IELTS is a language test, not an intelligence test. So here's the secret. Simple, relevant ideas that you can explain clearly will always score higher than some complicated idea you can't quite develop.
All right, let's move on to stage two, the build. Now that you've got this solid blueprint, the next 25 to 30 minutes are for writing. But you're not just throwing words on the page, you're actually building a clear, high-scoring essay, piece by piece. Your introduction always starts with a really key skill, paraphrasing. You've got to restate the question, but in your own words. This means you're using synonyms, you're changing up the sentence structure. Basically, you're showing off your vocabulary and grammar range right from the very first sentence. Okay, now this is the absolute key to a high-scoring body paragraph. It's a super clear, repeatable formula. Every single paragraph should follow this four-part structure to perfectly develop one idea. So you start with a topic sentence. That's your main point. Then you explain it. After that, you back it up with a specific example. And finally, you can add a quick link or a summary sentence just to wrap things up. Follow this, and trust me, you're guaranteeing clarity. And finally, we get to stage three, the polish. Whatever you do, don't write right up until the very last second. Those final 5 minutes are your secret weapon. This is your chance for a professional quality control check to catch all those little score-killing errors that always manage to sneak in when you're writing under pressure. And don't just randomly skim your essay. You need to use a system like a checklist. Are my verb tenses right? Did I check my spelling? Does every paragraph have a clear topic sentence? Taking a systematic approach like this turns what would be a frantic few minutes into a serious point-scoring opportunity. So, the big question, does this system actually work?
Well, let's look at the proof. We're going to compare the before and after essays from that student I mentioned, the one who was stuck at a 6.5. This is where you'll really see the magic happen. Just look at the difference in clarity here. The before intro on the left, it's packed with these memorized, generic phrases like common phenomena. But the after intro on the right, it's direct. It gets straight to the point. It paraphrases the question and immediately states the two main points, the cause and the effect. The examiner knows right away that this person gets it. Wow, this comparison really shows the power of that one idea per paragraph rule. The before paragraph is just a mess. It has a firstly, a secondly, a bunch of confusing points with no real development. But the after paragraph, it has one clear topic sentence. People work more. Then it explains why, and it backs it up with a specific example. That is the difference between a 6.5 and an 8.0. So let's wrap all this up and talk about your winning strategy. It's not about memorizing a ton of vocabulary or super complex grammar. It's about having a system you can count on when you're under pressure. Here are the big things to take away. Number 1, planning is an investment that saves you time. Number 2, choose simple, obvious ideas. 3, use that proven paragraph structure every single time. And finally, always leave those last 5 minutes to polish your work. And I want to leave you with this last thought because, honestly, it's the most powerful idea you can have as an IELTS test taker. Read this, remember it, and let it be your guide. Your job isn't to be a genius, it's to be a clear communicator. And with this system, that's exactly what you're going to be.